If you were to Google what's happening in the real estate market, you'd probably get a ton of different articles where some people saying that the market's crashing, the market's thriving, buyers are having to give their firstborn child to the sellers or get a full years at Disney World to just get an offer accepted. And there are some sellers that aren't really doing a great job on the open market. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys what's actually happening here in our local Chicagoland real estate market, because it's definitely different for what's happening in the nation, and we're getting after it right now. Check it out. Welcome back and welcome to the channel. My name is Brandon, your favorite YouTube Chicagoland realtors. And if you like videos just like this, hit the subscribe button, comment, drop a like, because I'll tell YouTube I'm doing a good job at making this video kind of thing. I'm going to pop the link up on the screen right now, and this is what Illinois Realtors said what for the market here all going away from year over year from February 2022 to February 2023. And they actually said that the sales price actually remained really stable at 0.0, but the number of sold homes that went in February from 2022 to 2023 was actually down 25%. So with all these headlines and everything going on in the market, especially in a national level, but let's get really hyper local about it, is that real estate is on everybody's mind right now. The long story short, in my opinion, I don't think the real estate market's going to crash. We're in this kind of interesting situation where there's no inventory at all, and there's a ton of pent-up demand. We get a lot of buyers wide into properties, but the sellers just aren't selling right now. I mean, when we look back between October 2022 to December 2022, I felt like that was the slowest portion of the market that I've seen in the past 2 years. There's pretty much just nothing going on in the market. But what I firmly believe is that, we were going through the holidays as well as, interest rates were just kind of going crazy at that point. And, people are just getting used to it that now in 2023. And it feels like, again, like it was in 2022, is that when January 2nd hit, the market just snapped back to everything and it got pretty crazy. The news loves throwing articles out there to kind of just get you thinking, what's going to happen in the market, a lot of doom and gloom headlines and everything like that. But what I can tell you now in the Chicago suburbs that I work in, the neighborhood area surrounding, the market is truly thriving here for buyers and sellers, especially for sellers. We're in the sellers market right now. So sellers are getting, majority of their terms. They're going over list. But in my opinion, you can't just throw a house on the market and just hope it sells anymore compared to what it was last year. A lot of multiple offer situations are still going on, but I work with a lot of clients relocating to the area, whether it be from the state of Chicago or from anywhere around the U.S. And one thing that I do note is that when I'm walking through houses with my clients, if the walls are blue, green, paint, or, any random colors, it's not fully clean, those houses aren't doing as well compared to those houses that are totally move-in ready, HGTV style, because last year, 2022, you kind of just throw up any house on the market and you probably get multiple offers. And then when it comes from a buyer's, standpoint, everything like that, I found a lot of buyers having the most success when they were open to looking at, different price points, especially my clients that are approved at 500, understand that they're looking at that 425, 450 ballpark to open that room for negotiations as well as bid. And another big thing with my buyers is that they were really focusing in on their wants and needs list. And a lot of my clients that are upsizing or looking for their forever home, they truly understand that they don't know when that next home will ever come up on the market, if it ever does. So typically when they see their dream home on the market, they really go after it and try to figure it out. But at the end of the day, me as your advisor, when it comes to buying or selling a home, I'm kind of putting all your different options out there and trying to focus in on what you're kind of looking for in the long run, especially when you're flipping this next chapter of your life, right? So here in the Chicago suburbs, especially the western suburbs here, is that inventory is just extremely low. We truly need some inventory, but it's kind of that story where you have a lot of people from the past 2 years locking interest rates on their homes that are around that 3%, that low 3%, and it kind of puts them in a position where do they just do upgrades on their home to customize it to their living needs, or do they get rid of that 3% interest rate and go into that 6.5% interest rate market? Prices haven't really adjusted or anything like that, and they're going into, swapping it out. But it just depends. At the end of the day, if you're having, kids, if that's in your future and you have a 3-bedroom house and you have 4 kids, you might not want your kids to share bedrooms, for the rest of their lives. So you're probably going to have to upsize. And a lot of sellers that are typically selling right now, They might be going through hard times, whether it's divorce, anything like that, or if they're getting a job relocated and they have to move kind of thing. And, a lot of my clients are relocating to the area as well. Shout out to you guys that reach out to me on this YouTube channel. And that's the shameless plug is that, if you're looking to make a move, buy, sell, or invest in real estate here in the Chicagoland area, whether it be next week or next year, my team I'd be absolutely honored to help you guys out. Call, text, shoot me an email, information down below in the description. But it's just a crazy world right there that we see in the Chicagoland real estate market. My predictions are from the market as we continue to go through 2023 is that I think it's going to be an interesting year. I would, really focus in on those headlines, but just like week over week, get connected with a trusted advisor and ask the necessary questions that makes you feel comfortable with going forward to stepping foot in this market. Because I have clients that, ultimately have a plan to only live here for 2 to 3 years, and it might not be the best case for them to purchase a home depending on their plans. But I have a lot of clients that are looking for their forever house, and it's true at the time, especially with not knowing what's going to go on and everything like that. But in my opinion, I don't really see the market, dipping down anything crazy. Obviously, anything could change if interest rates skyrocket to around 8 to 10%. I still don't see anything, with prices dropping significantly, in my opinion, just because there's so little inventory. And at the end of the day, people are still going to need to buy or sell homes. It just won't be at the same level that we're used to. So if you're in the market, you had any questions further in on a specific area in the Chicagoland real estate market, shoot me a call, shoot me a text. I'm more than happy to talk about it. I have a lot of clients relocate, buy, sell, or invest in and out of the area. So I'm more than happy to have a conversation whenever. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, drop a like, because I'm telling YouTube I'm doing a good job on this video making kind of thing. Watch one of these videos up here, and I'll see you guys on the next video.